Kenya sells 15% of Safaricom, and the country is buzzing. Kenya has just dropped one of the biggest economic bombshells of the year. The government is officially selling a 15% stake in Safaricom for a jaw-dropping 240.5 billion shillings. And trust me, the reactions are loud, mixed, and full of drama. So what exactly is being sold? The state is offloading 6 billion shares, a chunk big enough to shift the balance of power inside Safaricom. Once the transaction goes through, Kenya's government, which has always held a major influence over the telecom giant, will significantly reduce its stake. The sale price? 34 shillings per share, which places Safaricom's valuation at a massive scale and makes this one of the biggest single transactions in Kenya's corporate history. Where is all that money going? According to the government, every shilling from this sale is being channeled into two major national funds. A national infrastructure fund, aimed at fast-tracking big development projects. A sovereign wealth fund, designed to help the country build long-term financial stability. Think roads, energy projects, water systems, maybe new tech infrastructure, all supposedly financed by this megasale instead of relying on more borrowing. But not everyone is impressed. Critics are already firing shots. Some argue that Safaricom is worth far more than what the government settled for, and that Kenya might have undersold one of its most valuable national assets. Others worry that reducing public ownership weakens Kenya's control over a company that basically runs half the country's digital and mobile financial system. The fear? That too much influence may shift to private hands, both locally and internationally. Why Kenyans are keeping their eyes on this? Safaricom isn't just a company. It's practically part of Kenya's daily heartbeat. From calls to data to M-Pesa to entire digital ecosystems, Safaricom touches millions of lives every minute. So when the government decides to reduce its stake, people naturally want to know. Will prices change? Will services shift? Will profit priorities override public interest? And will this massive sale actually improve the country's infrastructure? A lot of questions. Very few answers for now. Final sip of tea. Kenya just traded part of its crown jewel for 240.5 billion shillings. If the money builds the roads, powers the lights, and strengthens the economy, this could be a strategic win. But if the sale weakens public influence over the nation's biggest telecom, well, that may be a story we'll be talking about for years. Either way, the deal is done, and the tea is piping hot.